All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the men of great millstone. Shalom to the Akim and a few Akwat who may be listening. This is your brother Batak Allah from the GMS camp here in Chicago, coming back at you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, and today's topic we're going to talk about is just, how everybody is tired of Esau being in rulership, including other Edomites. All right, this Job chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covers the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right. As we know, the Lord, he set it up to where Esau would be the final ruler on this earth, prior to the kingdom of heaven being ushered in. All right. And as we know, the Lord is the one who decides who's going to be in power for a particular time, on this earth. So your various empires, your various, like the Greek Empire, the Roman Empire, the Lord chose all of those specific, groups to rule for the allotted period of time. And each nation has had the opportunity, all right? And each nation has had the opportunity to have us in captivity as well, okay? But the last nation to be in rulership prior to the kingdom of heaven being ushered in would be the wicked, which is Esau, Edom, all right? And people are getting tired of all of these wicked practices and things that Esau does, all these lies, all the wars, all the crimes that they commit, etc. All right. This is Proverbs 29 in verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. All right. So at this particular time, the wicked are in rulership. And as you can see, throughout the world, there's an overall spirit of sorrow. The Salakia, the vintage is failing for these people. All right, Salakia. But the vintage is failing for these people. All right, everything is not what it used to be, especially here in America, but all over the earth. All right. The financial system is collapsing. People are losing all of their possessions. Very soon, property ownership will be outlawed across the board. All right. Societal collapse is coming. Financial collapse, financial collapse is coming. Famine is coming. All right. And all of these things are being ushered in and set up, by Yahweh first and foremost. But he's using Esau as his tool to get all of these things in motion and to get the plan set. Okay. These Edomites are the ones that are setting up all of these things. These famines are artificial. This financial system is controlled. So the collapse is being orchestrated by the elites, at the top of society on down, and so on and so forth. All right. And people are tired of it, man. All these people, especially these Edomites, these Joe Six-Pack everyday Edomites, they're figuring out that Amalek in particular has cut everybody out of the prosperity of their kingdom. When I say cut everybody out, I mean cut out all of their fellow Edomites, because obviously Amalek, they don't care about no other nation, because they don't even care about other Edomites. All right, all they care about is other Amalekites, and that's even iffy. That's an iffy thing to lean on. All right, they're just wicked, and they'll do wicked to themselves and to anybody else. All right, they don't care. But all these Joe Six-Pack Edomites and all these Edomites that are just not kites in general, that are not 1948ers, they're starting to get upset. These European nations, they're starting to get upset. The ones that are a part of NATO and the ones that are, in the leagues with Russia and the BRICS. All right. But this Revelation 17 and verse 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. All right. And that the 10 horns and the beast is referring to NATO and the EU. Okay. And the whore is referring to the United States government, which is controlled by Amalek, the state of Israel, and all these elite Edomites. But these elites, they play both sides of the table. But the whore represents America, Babylon the Great. And all these NATO nations, every nation is going to turn against the United States and against the land of Israel and going to destroy the United States with nukes, man. The Lord is going to put the spirit on these nations to send nukes over here. Then the Lord is going to come back and send Yahushua back with chariots to destroy this place with fire while it's being destroyed with nuclear fire as well. Chariot fire and nuclear fire. All right. And we're going to get this Sirach, the 10th chapter. All right. It says, Sirach 10:1, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. All right. And as you can see, this society, is under Esau would be considered the judge of this society, the ruler of this society. And the only thing he can instructs his people in is folly and disobedience of the Lord and, pride against the Lord. All right. Anything that's against the scriptures, anything that's ungodly, anything that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is against, that's what Esau instructs the people and raises up the people to be like. All right. And this government is as you can see, is out of order. OK, first of all, the bases of men are in charge of the government. The Edomites are the bases of men, the lowest of the low as far as the nations. All right. So that's already out of order. Then Esau, he puts the woman above the man, which is out of order. He puts the child above the woman and the man, which is out of order. And Yahushua is not even in the equation. All right. Esau has completely removed Yahushua from the order in his society. All right. Because the natural order of things, as it says in, I believe, let me just get it real quick. Salakia. I believe it's 1 Corinthians 11:3. Or 3:11. Yep. This 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. All right. So Esau has completely taken Yahushai and Yahweh and disregarded them in the order of his society. All right. So his order is Edomite male on top, any type of woman underneath that. All right. Especially the black woman, but any woman underneath that. Then the children underneath the women. All right. Then the heathens that are men underneath the children, and then you Israelite men all the way at the bottom. Okay. That's how Esau society is ordered. All right. But this natural order in this 1 Corinthians 11:3 is not going to be disregarded, and that's why Yahushua is coming back to destroy this place and set that order back on course. All right, but this is verse 2. As a judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. All right, so that's you look at all these Americans, they're degenerates, they're freaks. They do they like Mo activities and Decepticon activities. All right, for those who understand, they into all manner of abominations. They're completely contrary to Yahushai and their ways. And that's how Esau is. All these people, as the Elder Karab here in Chicago say, they do what they daddy Esau tell them to do. They follow after their daddy. All right. Esau is a profane, wicked demon, and that's what all these people are. All right. Godless, wicked, profane demons, man, who engage in all manner of abominations and just overall wickedness. Verse 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. All right, so Esau is an unwise king. All right, what does he do? He poisons the food supply, which he also has to consume. He poisons the water supply, which he also has to consume. He poisons the air with chemtrails, which he also has to breathe. He sets up these financial systems to ultimately collapse and cause a societal breakdown, which he's also going to have to deal with. All right. He destroys the earth that he has to live on. He destroys the society that he has to live on in hopes of gaining more control and power and trying to become like the Most High, which will never happen. All right. But on the flip side of that, once the Lord sends Yahushua back to destroy this kingdom and take over, you know, the city or the kingdom is going to be ruled righteously. All right. Like it says, through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. All right. The leaders of that day and of the next kingdom are going to be prudent leaders that follow the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and enforce those law, statutes, and commandments throughout the world and other places that we will inhabit. All right. Throughout the universe or whatever you'd like to call it. All right. Throughout existence. All right. Verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hands of Yahweh, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. So like I mentioned earlier, the Lord has decided and allotted certain periods of time for each of the nations to have they time and they portion of rulership, all right, as well as to have they portion of ruling over and having in captivity, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's chosen people, the Israelites, which are you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and you speckled birds scattered amongst the other nations who may look like the other nations, but father's seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. So all these nations have had their opportunity, and they've all, as the elder Yak in Chicago would say, have ruled with a death style, not a lifestyle, and their ways have led to death and further corruption of the earth. Wickedness multiplying in the earth. All right. But, once all of these nations have their day, the Lord is going to come back in the last days, which Esau, Edom would be in rulership at that time, and he'll come back and destroy the earth. All right. Not the whole earth, but he'll destroy America, destroy this society that this earth is governed under, take the Edomites and cast them down, and then allow us to put all the heathens, Esau included, into slavery. All right. And then we can rule over the earth according to the way that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has intended for it to be ruled over, and things will be profitable for everybody. All right. It's verse 5. In the hand of Yahweh is the prosperity of man, and upon the person of the scribe shall he lay his honor. All right. So the Lord is the one in control, man. He decides when things happen, who they happen to, what's going to happen, etc. All right. Bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all by injurious practices. All right. And see, this is what Esau does, especially when you talk about injurious practices, which is just like entrapment, setting people up, doing certain things that are going to cause an individual to fall so that you can then catch them and they fall and take advantage of whatever, Things like for example, if you've seen the show Bait Car before, that's an injurious practice. All right, these Edomites go to the fucking hood. They take a car, they park it with the keys in the car running, windows open, doors unlocked, and they just sit it on the block in the hood. And then they park a van down the block and record some Jake coming to steal the fucking car. All right, but if they would have never set that car up, it would have never happened. So, things like that are just, maniacal, wicked little games, man. Shit that Esau do to set you up. All right. This is verse 7. Pride is hateful before Yahweh and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity. All right. So the whole Esau's main thing is that he's proud, man. Even when you think about this Mo agenda that he pushes, their slogan is about having pride. They use the rainbow as their symbol, which is wicked, because the rainbow is a token from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that he wouldn't destroy this earth again with water. All right. But these Edomites use that as a symbol to disrespect the Lord, thinking that he's not going to come back and destroy the earth again with fire this time. All right. Because that's all the rainbow guaranteed, was that the earth wouldn't be destroyed with water, not that Yahweh wouldn't come back and visit this earth and destroy the society when he came back again. All right. And destroy America. All right. With fire. All right. This verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. All right. And this is why all these people hate Esau. And, once the dust settles, after we get everybody whipped into shape, Yahweh Ratazah, we endure and are of that number. But when the kingdom of Yahweh Shai is established, None of these heathen nations or these people are going to be, they're going to be rejoicing because the righteous are going to be in rulership, all right? They will be beneath us in the society, but we're not going to deal with them wickedly like Esau does, man. All right? Like it says, unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit. That's all these Edomites have done to all the nations of the earth, all right? Unfortunately for y'all, you know, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai only cares about the Israelites. The rest of you nations are like a drop in a bucket to him. So, you know, it is what it is on that. But y'all will still be able to get a piece of Esau even when y'all all in captivity, you know, as well. Okay, y'all will be able to beat up Edomites and all that shit, you know, because, you know, it's Esau. Nobody gives a fuck. All right. But at the end of the day, you know, all these people are tired of Esau, man. Esau is tired of Esau. And Yahweh Shai is coming back to throw this Edomite down, to put him in captivity, and to raise up his chosen people, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds who are the Israelites of the Bible. All right. So with that being said, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the men of great millstone. Shalom to the Akim and the few Akwat who may be listening. Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. Until next time, Shalom.